I have prattled at a princely pace about the import of the Electoral College, particularly in my abolition is retardation rant, which I, shameless plug, ask that you revisit to familiarize yourself with both my opinion and the topic itself. Long and short of it, one split-second perusal of the Federalist Papers confirms precisely why the Electoral College, warts and all, was implemented on the American landmass and, ultimately, the country's Bolshevik beauty mark, Hawaii. It ain't 'cause land votes Durkadur off to BreadTube for more middling boomer memes. It's because cities were never meant to monopolize that particular enterprise. Familiarizing yourself with the writings of the founders, it's abundantly clear why. Our system was not intended to enshrine the vote. If you're laboring under that delusion, swap your powdered wig for a toga and a knife-wielding mob, my friend, because you are thinking of ancient fucking Greece. Our system aimed to edify liberty. Full fucking stop, with no small amount of contempt for the concept of absolute democracy, might I add. As the father of the Constitution, James Madison famously adjoined in Federalist Number 10, quote, "A pure democracy, by which I mean a society consisting of a small number of citizens who assemble and administer the government in person, can admit of no cure for the mischiefs of faction. A common passion or interest will, in almost every case, be felt by a majority of the whole. A communication and concert result from the form of government itself, and there is nothing to check the inducements to sacrifice the weaker party or an obnoxious individual. Hence it is that such democracies have ever been spectacles of turbulence and contention, have ever been found incompatible with personal security or the rights of property, and have in general been as short in their lives as they have been violent in their deaths." Fucking quote. Would you like a cigarette? Was it good for you? Now that one's made the rounds in conservatarian circles and on boomer bumper stickers the world over, and with good goddamn reason. It's a sublime summary of why the United States is an admitted and designed republic rather than an absolute or even technically a representative democracy. But I personally find it's the quote at the end of this invective that is far more relevant today and arguably presaged the inbound asshattery of one Karl Marx. So kick back and appreciate the sentence of the century. Quote, "Theoretic politicians who have patronized this species of government, that being democracy, have erroneously supposed that by reducing mankind to a perfect equality in their political rights, they would at the same time be perfectly equalized and assimilated in their possessions, their opinions, and their passions." Unquote. He may as well have addressed that one to Chuck Schumer by fucking name. To cut a long story down to fucking Fuentes size, if they believe for half a fucking ferret's heartbeat that it would better enshrine liberty itself, many of the founding fathers would have happily dispensed with voting as an enterprise entirely. My boy George Mason, the framer who famously refused to sign the Constitution, said of the electorate's direct relationship with the executive, quote, "We are, Mr. Chairman, going very far in this business. We are not indeed constituting a British government, but a dangerous monarchy, an elective one. Do gentlemen mean to pave the way for hereditary monarchy?" Unquote. And before you say, these were all irrelevant alabaster white fucking slave owners whose words and writings are about as relevant as a free speech colloquium hosted by goddamn Google, it was also George Mason who, when arguing for the abolition of slavery at the ratifying of the Virginia Conventions, was quoted as saying every master of slaves is born a petty tyrant. Molto bene. It was within this context that the Electoral College was first conceived, in solemn acknowledgement that if most of the public were centered in one or two states, as they already were starting to, even at that early juncture, and comparatively few were manning the mines or working the cornfields in the countryside, an absolute democracy would, in that case, represent a tyranny of the fucking majority. Because as time has taught us again and a goddamn again, if the more populous states can vote themselves the bounty won by those outside their sphere of socialism, they indubitably fucking will. Which is exactly why the Electoral College must be extended to the states. When the Electoral College was ratified in, the 1780s, the population of the entire United States was around 3 million motherfucking people. For perspective, That's 1.5 million or so less than the city I'm sitting in as I rant right now. By 21st century standards, the Pennsylvania the founding fathers lived in was a glorified fucking city. The problem the Electoral College was enacted to fucking forestall is not only more applicable on the state level in 2021, but is arguably more intense when framed the fuck within it. Hell, if California were carved off from the United States, sorry, I'm fighting a full body erection just entertaining the fucking thought, but if California were a country, it's estimated it would have about like the 5th or 6th largest economy on the entire planet. And 10 times that in fucking debt. Look, it ain't 1786, folks. In 2021, our cities are our fucking states. The Electoral College exists to address an issue that in 2021, thanks to burgeoning populations and one entire political party forsaking suburbs, farms, and copper mining country for impossible promises and welfare programs directed at the concrete commie crags of Chicago or fucking New York, is even more intense on a statewide basis than it ever was in the time of the Founding Fathers nationally. To use a comparatively innocuous example, Washington State recently ratified a lavish transit expansion that involves Seattle's King County, but disproportionately affected 2 neighboring ones. Said adjacent counties voted overwhelmingly to halt that project due to the fact that it would have massively inflated their fucking tax rates and bring nothing but crime and Californians to their doorstep. They were, of course, overruled by the avalanche of the sheer population size associated with the Poetry Slam Politburo and fucking Seattle gang. It's a goddamn issue. I'm not saying 4 small counties should be able to overrule the will of one giant one. That not only isn't what I'm proposing, it ain't even how the Electoral College works on a national level today. Bigger states like California and New York get 15 uninterrupted fuckloads of electoral votes compared to the more piteous quantity boasted by smaller states. Which is why the equality of outcome, folks, falls silent as an Amy Schumer audience when California's 55 electoral votes single-handedly wipe out the entire western United States combined. But I am saying if, say, 5 upper medium-sized New York counties vote the same way as 6 or 7 smaller ones, it probably should cancel out the single fucking county New York City sits in to better reflect the electoral will of the entire fucking state. To advocate the opposite starts sounding suspiciously like glorified fucking feudalism, where the urban gentry vote themselves the product that the plebs in the outlands slave away from 9 to fucking 5 for, all while paying lip service to ostensible equality. That irony goes down smooth, don't it? Now, this is the cue for the legally minded mongs among us to helpfully point out that this would encourage county-level gerrymandering. True, if you don't make county borders effectively fucking permanent first, which they basically already are to begin with. It's electoral districts that fall prey to gerrymandering, which is why I once lived in a zip code shaped like a fucking coat hanger just so Democrats could pick up a seat in a red state for fucking once. Formalize your county borders, don't move them, and then enact an electoral college on a statewide basis. Or what about the armchair electoral scholars who will point out several states tried to enact the electoral college on a statewide basis and were pie-faced at supersonic speeds by the Supreme Cucks? Neat. Very true. So was homosexual marriage. About 15 fucking times. Until it wasn't. Why is it the left gets backhanded by the bench and only shows back up 15 minutes later with even more Soros cash in their cooch, while the right-wing response to being defeated in fucking court is to curl up in a corner, twist their tassels, and redefine cultural fucking impotence? Grow a set, you sad sacks, and push the boulder up the butt fucking hill. The words of the founders themselves prove it to be a prudent measure, and in context, a perfectly constitutional one as well. In the immortal words of Jean-Luc Picard, the real one, not the 90-year-old nut hammock firing fan service at your face holes on Paramount Plus. Make it motherfucking so! I'm Razor Fist. God fucking speed. I'm suffering.